So ladies and gentlemen, imagine, if you will, Buck Pierce hands the ball off to Chris Garrett late in the game. Garrett runs it back into the end zone for a touchdown. That is exactly where you're going to see those things happening. Exactly when, Jim Bell, are we getting in there to see that?
Well, our focus right now is, as was spoken at the press conference this morning, is our focus is on Banjo Bowl, September the 9th. And if not, certainly September 21st is a goal. So.
All right. Now, there's been a lot made of the fact that things have been delayed, wanted to get in here sooner. Let's just do away with all that and talk about the exciting fact of what is going on here. This is the first time much of the media has had a chance to come inside the stadium to really see what it looks like. Now, first of all, I do just want to point out that big wave above us. That is what has caused the delay, essentially, right? That is a significant piece of architecture, and that is why we're a little bit behind.
It is. It is, in fact, that is very accurate. The canopy construction that you see behind us, with all the wind, it's been well documented. And listening to the construction experts, in fact, that was one of the challenges that we had, no question. But if I might say, when you start talking about Buck Pierce and handing it to Garrett for a touchdown, I can't wait.
I know,
this is
right?
just tremendous, just tremendous.
Well, it's really amazing to be in here because as you look to basically our right, you're seeing the lower bowl of seats. And that's where people will be sitting, and you see how close people will be to the field. It's going to be quite an interesting experience when we actually get in here and get to watch a game. Talk a little bit about some of what we're seeing now that we're actually so close to it.
Well, as you have noted, when people come in here and sit down there's not a bad seat in the house.
Yep.
When you're talking about the lower level, and of course with the field, down a little bit lower than what our fans are used to, that is going to make the game day experience all that more exciting. With the canopy and with that kind of infrastructure in place, the noise level that our fans came to know last year is going to be multiplied when they get in here. And given the, of course, given the excitement and the loyalty of our fans and following the club and the noise they can make, it'd just be tremendous. And as you look around, more will become obvious with respect to, the video boards and when some of the other amenities in place, the concessions and all that. It's just going to be what we think will be a first-class experience for our fans.
That is, in fact, the scoreboard, and that is gigantic. I mean, really, it's huge, and there's going to be some, really allow the football club to make some advances in what they're able to put up there video-wise and what people will see at a game, right?
No question. In terms of the replays, HD, the size of the board, not one but two, the ribbon board, all those things have been taken into consideration, and I think I can say to our fans that when we walk in here hand in hand, it's just going to be tremendous.
Well, all right, so now we have to think about when you're coming in here, you're going to need a ticket to get in. So just quickly explain where we're at for the ticketing process so people know, with the first part of the season at the old stadium and then here, and then if you aren't a season ticket holder, just give me the quick rundown on it.
Certainly. Well, as we have discussed, what we are going to do with our season ticket holders is we will invoice our season ticket holders based on 5 games at Canadian Stadium and 5 here. So the first game here would be Banjo Bowl. So we will do that if, in fact, the first game were to be here on September the 21st, we would credit them against their 2013 season ticket price. Our waves continue on season tickets. As we speak right now, we are going through the process of accommodating our Pick 10 seat holders from last year. Then we will go back to our existing season ticket holders to say, how many more tickets do you want? It is your turn again. We have a wait list for which we would continue to encourage fans wishing to get into the game or into the queue. Now would be the time to get on the waiting list by going online, and then we will go to the general public. And so by that time, the excitement will continue to build, will lead us into training camp, and it'll all be a tremendous experience.
Well, Jim Bell, I know that there's a lot has been made in the media, and there's been a lot of sort of naysaying and negativity and whatnot, and I know that it is a frustrating situation for a lot of people involved, the football club included, because I know that no one in the football club wanted things to be delayed. If we could have been in here for game 1 this season, I know that's what everybody would have liked, but I hope that people in the media and in the community can just sort of understand some of what's happened and the fact that when we're in here, everybody will have forgotten about these delays and they won't matter anymore.
Well, I agree with you, and I must say to you, yes, there has been some skepticism along the way. There's been some frustration, certainly amongst our fans, and even as a club, we've experienced some of that frustration. But I must tell you, to put that into perspective, the encouragement, the pat on the back from our fans that we have received through emails, phone calls, when you meet them in public, that far, far outweighs the skepticism, as only we know Winnipeg fans to be. And so our Winnipeg, what I mean by that is they are more encouraging than anything else. They support the club, and they've been very supportive throughout this whole process.
Well, folks, when we see Buck Pierce hand off to Chris Garrett for that late game touchdown to win the game in this stadium, I'm pretty sure no one's going to care when we first got in here. Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.